We are the Knights of Entertainment, a podcast covering your favorite and unknown movies, games, comic books, and more weekly. We appreciate you being here and hope you enjoy the show. This is what we're going over tonight, though.
It's Monday, so, the musings of my ever so increasingly sporadic and shattered mind.
All right. But before we do, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. You can also enjoy this show on YouTube, Spotify, Rumble, Odyssey, and more. We also have membership tiers on those platforms if you'd like to support the channel, or you can check out buymeacoffee.com/KOE podcast.
Hot revenge. Isn't revenge such a fun thing? Does it not fill you with such a sense of human cheeseburger? What's the word I'm looking for? Like when someone takes revenge on someone else and it succeeds, doesn't that give you such a almost like a
euphoric feeling?
Not a euphoric, but like what's the word? Like you're living through them. Like when they especially if it's revenge, something hilarious. Like yeah, he got him. Or if it's petty, it just shows you how. I don't know how to explain it, but I guess sometimes it's fun to watch two people have a revenge on each other.
Yeah.
That's not like violent, or dangerous. Something fucking hilarious. Like, the car takes 2 parking spaces in one fucking parking spot, right? So you just park behind him and leave him there. Or some dude's doing shit like that. So anyway, sometimes I help my aunt at the flea market. She works at a flea market. She had a business there for years. I go out there on the weekends to help her out. And flea markets have drama as if it was a Mexican square. Like a little Mexican town, and then the square in the town where they all get together to gossip.
Is it like a telenovela?
It is exactly like. That's why they're so popular.
They're trying to live vicariously through the telenovela.
That's what I try to say. Living vicariously through a person seeking revenge for something.
Yeah.
It's also funny when the person seeking revenge was the person that did the wrong in the first place. It's like that's weird. So. This jewelry place, it's got this woman and her husband. She's a cougar, and she snatched him up when he was 11 and she was 45. No, I'm kidding. Okay, he was 18 and she was like 30. She's like, she got on that quick. Okay, so that's what my cousin tells me. She was like 30, 40, and he was 18 when they met, and they're still together.
Yeah.
It's like been 20 years now or some shit. She's like,
God,
she's not that old looking though. She looks like she's in her mid 40s.
Yeah, but that still has to be rough.
So my cousin doesn't know.
He doesn't know ages?
Yeah, and I haven't had a good chance to gauge him. Like, how old are you and how old are you? She's got a fat ass though. So they run this little jewelry repair spot in the flea market, a little stall. And they hired this old man, and he was there for years. I've been helping out for a while, so I've seen them all for like in the last two and a half years. So it's very like it's like set there. You have some businesses that come and go, and you have the anchors that are always there. And this old man, I thought he was her husband. I was wrong. It was the younger guy behind him. So. And he was working there forever with them. And then the last week, they found out that he was taking clients on the side and giving them cheaper rates on the repairs if he did it at his house or something.
Right.
So they would come to the stall when the other two weren't there, the husband and the wife. He'd be like, if you want this cheaper, I can do it myself for you guys. And, you guys just meet me at my house or meet me this or that or whatever.
Right. So, or give me the product and I'll bring it back to you. Something stupid like that.
Yeah, somewhere else.
Yeah.
So he was doing this, I guess, forever. And they just recently found out. And they fucking fired him. They fired him that day. The next week he came to get his stuff. He rented a stall in that same flea market where we're at. And now he's in complete rivalry with them. He came in, he got all his stuff right. He's installed all his stuff. Like half of that stuff was his. It seemed like the fucking one of those counters, like glass counters, and everything. Like he just started like he grabbed this fucking one of those fucking little wheel,
the dolly.
Yeah, he grabbed the dolly and he picked up the whole fucking counter. Shit was wide as fuck. And he fucking pushed it all the way down. Took his microwave too. Like, fuck you, this is my microwave. And he installed his shit that day, yesterday. And he had his business up there by that night, yesterday. And today he was up and running. And I think he's going to beat him. How do I know? because he was there at 9 a.m. today when I got there.
Right.
They were not there yet. They got there a little later. He was there at 8 after we left. We saw that his stall was still open. The other couple had already left. Like they got competition
Because he's in it to
like
do the job.
he's in it to fuck him over.
Hey, he's bringing that boomer energy.
Yeah, he was like, here's what I don't understand. If he was so good at it, why didn't he just, I guess because he didn't want to waste money on the stall.
Yeah.
And that might be the one thing that beats him, is having to keep paying for stall space, which I guess could be quite a burden if you're not making a lot of money. But I mean,
But if he was making all the money for them to begin with,
that's what I'm thinking. Like, if they're gonna lose, then like whatever lifestyle they were living, with having him do the most of the work,
yeah.
it's all fucking shot now. You know what I mean? Like, imagine you hired somebody, like you had a good business, right?
Yeah.
Then you hire a person to take some of the workload off of you. They end up taking like 65% of your workload, making your job easier, and you can do other stuff within the business, but not the main labor.
Yeah.
And then you find out he was like, cheating you, so you throw him out. Now you got to do all 100% of your work, and he can just go out and do a business next door. If it had been across from their stall, that would have been poetic to me. It's like, we're like, why?
That would have been actually funny though.
That's the movie, right? The reality is what happened. He moved to like a stall, but it's like on a whole different side of the flea market.
Right.
The movie
Would be
scene
right across.
with them across from each other.
Staring at each other all day.
But yeah, that's the movie scene. That's how you can make good movies. If you take the slight reality of what's happening, or you take the reality of what's happening or what you've seen, and you twist it slightly to add a little bit more pizzazz to the screen, you can make a perfect fucking scene.
That would actually make a really good funny movie though.
Just them just fucking glaring at each other.
Or like one of those sitcom shows where it's them across from each other the entire time.
So I'll give it a couple an update in a few months and see who's winning. But I'm pretty sure they're gonna lose because I think they take a lot of vacations. And
they were able to do that though with him.
That's what I'm saying. Like they got lax in their fucking work ethic.
They quit caring as much.
Well, I guess they said the lifestyle that they had to leave, so they needed a specific amount, right? So now they have to work harder to make that same amount without him.
Which also means that it's going to ruin their life, like their lifestyle in general, because they're going to be the ones having to do the extra work.
And if they don't want to, they're fucked.
Yeah.
Those that don't want to do the extra work are the ones that never make it anywhere.
Yeah.
That's life. It's rough. Like when I found out that to be a writer, I had to write, I was like, fuck. It's like, damn it.
I don't want.
It's rough to write stuff. Because I'm reading John Truby's The Anatomy of Story.
Yeah.
And I got his other book, The Anatomy of Genre. And I've been reading it, and like he just tells you, like, hey, I'm gonna teach you these techniques, but then you have to be so good at using these techniques that people think you're doing it without them. It's so weird. Like he gives you 3 things he's gonna show you: a set of techniques or rules to follow to tell your story, teach you how to do a story organically that seems to just flow from your story, and then he's supposed to teach you how to work through those 2 contradictions. So basically, he wants you to make a story organic, almost like it's just making it by itself without any effort. But you have to follow these techniques and rule of these guidelines that he gives you, so they're kind of competing with each other. That shit blew my mind. That was the first storytelling book I've ever read. The first 3 pages took me immediately. I was like, wait, that makes sense. Because then he likened it to an athlete.
Yeah.
Was like, they do stuff on the field that's so incredible. People think like, wow, that's easy, right? But they have behind them hours and hours of drills and techniques they learned, making those moves they do on the field organic and natural looking.
Well, that's what really good musicians do too. Like there's a huge example in most people that have heard of him, Stevie Ray Vaughan.
I don't like
the
music.
guitarist.
I hate music. I hate all music. That would be the random. What person has never? I've never heard of music. I don't enjoy it.
Well, there's people that try to pretend that on YouTube, but I've never heard of this music before. What is this music, chat?
I was just making it in general. Like all music all the time is shit. That would be horrible to just say like music is. It's like I would say that the comic book format is the perfect storytelling medium to me because you can add pictures and words.
Yeah.
But without sound, you're missing that one component.
Yeah.
So it's like almost the 100% perfect medium to me, because you can make the comic book as expansive, like you don't have to worry about budget, just fucking blow that bitch up.
Yeah.
But like it's just missing music. You can't convey music on paper form
No.
and have people understand it unless they're like an actual musical sheet.
Yeah.
Like you gotta you can't write in a fucking graphic novel. All right, now go find a piano and hit these 3 fucking notes over and over again. That's the beat I'm using for this fucking scene. You're like, I don't have a piano, and I said go find one, didn't I? I didn't say go look for the one you have.
The way some comics have gotten around that is they'll put at the bottom, it's like so and so band playing in the background.
Oh yeah, but then you have to actually have heard.
Yes.
And that's why like I want stories that are so self-contained that they can reference itself throughout the entire volume, which is almost nearly impossible in this world that we live in.
Yeah.
Because everything is a reference to everything.
Yeah.
Like if I didn't know what McDonald's was and then you show it in a book, I'm like, what the fuck is this restaurant? Like you almost have to have like a basic knowledge of just living in general.
Normal culture.
Yeah, just to enjoy almost anything.
That is very true. That's why I like fantasy stories and
because they just make their own.
yeah, for the most part. Like, don't get me wrong, there's a lot that they take in from pop culture and stuff like that and add it, but the really good fantasy books you can have, and you don't have to have a reference to any kind of outside corporate knowledge aside from just basic knowledge, like what a wheel is. Like,
The fuck is a wheel? You know who would ask that? The Aztecs. We did not have wheels. For the simple fact that our roads were horrendous. They were unwheelable, apparently. So we had
so they were like Oklahoma City roads, then.
they're basically they use mules
Yeah.
because I don't know how they made the pyramids without the wheel. There's another thing. Like no one ever asked how the Aztecs or Mayans made the pyramids.
Well, that one Graham Hancock did.
Well, he's wrong. It was Mexicans.
No, he said that it was. He thinks they were all built at the same time.
Oh,
Like
by
all-
Mexicans. They went to Egypt because they outsourced to get the labor. Then they sent them back
Send them back on boats.
because they probably sent us back swimming. We probably make it back no problem.
Orlawe. No, it'd be Puerto Ricans. No, Cubans. Cubans would be the one that would swim.
That's
Not Mexicans.
racist.
It's true. They swim up to Florida every day.
So I can't swim because I'm Mexican?
Can you?
No. Of course I can swim. I'm actually surprised because my dad just naturally taught me to swim. I didn't even know it was like a skill that needed to be I didn't even remember him teaching me.
Yeah, most of like for me, it was kind of instinctual.
Like he taught me, but he didn't. You know what I mean? Like I
Yeah.
don't remember him because I remember him teaching my sister. So he had to have taught. There's no way you throw me in the.
He just threw your ass in there like that one. He threw you in there the way that one old Western where he picks the kid up.
Oh,
and just-
John Wayne.
Yeah.
It's like fuck you. They cut off the scene. You know what he does after he throws him in? He shoots him 3 times. That'll help you.
You're gonna have people looking at it.
I'm kidding, but that would be fucking hilarious. He's just like fucking boom, boom, boom. Yeah, because my cousin can't swim. I saw him once. He fell in. Hey, what do you go to a pool for if you can't swim? What are you wasting your time for? Like, I'm dead serious. The hell you doing there then?
And the shallow kitty in.
He was like, oh no. He was drowning. His mom couldn't swim, so he couldn't jump in after him. I'm only a child, so I was like, he's dying. I didn't kick in the fucking lifeguard mode. I don't know how he got out. Actually, I think I heard somewhere that you shouldn't help a drowning person.
No, because they're gonna grab onto you.
Yeah,
and
they're
pull
gonna
you
grab
under
and
with them.
fucking drown you too.
That's why you throw something out to them.
Like I'm not a damn lifeguard. I'm gonna watch you drown then. I'm sorry.
Why do you think they take the flotation device for them?
Yeah.
It's not for them. It's for the other person.
Oh yeah, I guess that's true. It's like,
They can swim.
it's like I'm not here to save me.
You're gonna say you're dumbass.
That is weird. No, don't go. Why would you do stuff that you can't do? Why would you go to do stuff you can't do?
That's why it was funny whenever they had that old show, Baywatch. It's like, see, Pamela Anderson, she didn't need the flotation device. She already had 2.
Got them
So-
big old titties.
So she didn't need a flotation device.
They probably just didn't want her having anything in her hands so she can watch her boobies bounce. Big old bitties. How old is she now?
She's up there, I think. Like, she ain't no spring chicken.
Well, you know me.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, Susan's red is 76, and I'm like, what you doing, girl?
It doesn't matter what age, right?
Yeah, it does. You gotta be an adult. Don't say it like that. I'm not ED. What's his name? EDP 445. You ever heard of him?
Is it that YouTuber?
Yeah, he got caught again, like yesterday.
Again?
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude.
And because they don't fucking take the information to the police, and then they put it on YouTube, he's gonna go get away again.
He needs to fucking go to jail. Isn't he the one that had that video that he came out with saying it's like I haven't got caught. I haven't got caught.
I don't know about that. He's the one that the cupcake incident. That's what they call it about him. Because he was texting with some girl about cupcakes, and like he sent her a picture of him taking a shit, and then she was like 14 or something. He's like, "Let's meet up." And then they met up with some random dude.
Is it the same guy? I'm trying to, because Abba and Preach, that comedian duo that does YouTube videos and stuff, they were talking about that like I think 2 years ago, something like that. Like it was a while back.
Yeah, it was like 2 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, somewhere like farther back. But about how he was saying that he fucked a 17-year-old or something like that, and it's like,
Huh.
bruh.
He's cut it close. You couldn't wait till 18, huh?
Apparently not. Like, and then he was saying that it's like, I only went with her because her parents weren't around. It's like,
Ew. Where's Chris Hansen when you need him? Why don't you have a seat?
have a seat.
Just have a seat. Hey, just have a seat.
That would be funny. That's what they need at this point.
Yeah, but because they put him on a video again, a YouTube video with like the evidence of him interacting with their alleged underage person, like it's pretty much them masquerading as a underage person.
Yeah.
In the like messaging, and they just confront him. They confront him at a dialysis clinic for some reason, is what the video said. I haven't seen it. I just saw a little bit of it on X, fucking instead of Twitter. You son of a bitch.
It does look like a porn site though.
Yeah, I was like looking for my Twitter app for like 5 minutes. Like, wait, it's this X fucking thing. And he's like, he's EDP or EE. I forgot his fucking name. What happened? You good?
Yeah, you're good.
What are you doing?
Taking this off.
Oh, I'm like, what the fuck? You're confusing me with all the. I'm not good with the technology. I'm a fucking caveman. I think it's EDP.
EDP
or EED. It's something fucking stupid.
EDP 445.
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah, I think Abba and Preach did.
And one of the guys that caught him, right? He's wearing a cupcake suit in reference to the cupcake incident of the last video.
Yeah.
And this guy's been trying to get back on social media in some way or form ever since that incident, and he keeps failing. And this is just like another fucking. I don't know why he's not in jail. Well, actually, I know why he's not in jail, because the police said the information or the evidence is like what's the word? Contaminated, or because it's been
yeah,
the way like the amateurs did it wrong.
But look at the description they gave for him.
What is it?
Because they did a whole video on it. The title for the top one.
I'm playing on the wrong playground. Oh God.
And then another video after that.
Being a YouTuber is being more than fun than being a mother.
No.
This one says I'm kind of like R. Kelly.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
That's him, isn't it?
EDP.
I think isn't that the EDP too?
Is this him?
Because I know the top one, the very top one is.
Yeah, that top one is. The second one, I'm not sure. He's not that skinny. I don't think the second one is him.
The second one got caught doing that kind of shit too.
Yeah, the second one's not him, but it looks like him. Damn. Fucking.
What the fuck is wrong with these people?
Well, they're pedophiles. That's what's wrong with them.
Yeah, that's very true.
Even Jacksepticeye said like YouTube's just a fucking field of groomers and pedophiles now. You hear about his fucking Mr. Beast beef?
Oh, that was so damn stupid.
I'm just minding my own business.
Well, it's like, okay, do I find a lot of the videos that Mr. Beast does kind of just stupid?
They're they are just a shot of adrenaline of like content.
Yeah.
In such a condensed time frame.
Well, he's been like, whenever he was talking about how whenever he was a kid and everything, where him and his friends would go out, they would have these meetings all day about what works in the algorithm and stuff like that. Like they spent time figuring out what people watch. So of course, everything is going to have like that super hype factor.
Like it moves like so quick, and I'm just like,
but you have a millennial brain though. For Gen Z, this is perfect.
I'm having a fucking stroke. Like even his reaction videos to other videos, is just bouncing everywhere. I'm losing my fucking mind.
See, that's why Gen Z didn't mind with the One Piece episode.
Which one?
With the cameras bouncing around and shit. That's why I didn't
I've almost had a fucking stroke with that cartoon when he went full tune.
Yeah,
I was like, oh god, please, I'm begging you.
But I don't know, like Jacksepticeye.
I was gonna say Jackass.
Jackass.
Hi, I'm Johnny Knoxville. Welcome to Jackass. You will not believe how much of that content I've seen lately. I've watched nothing but Bam Margera ruin his life. Steve will talk about the prison pocket, and Johnny Knoxville just getting a concussion from a bull.
But like a person that does videos about Minecraft and shit constantly, and then I've got an automated system for this and Minecraft and all that. It's the same shit. Like you're playing somebody else's game.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean. Like
whatever the algorithm tells you have to do, because they've had like their little YouTube managers.
Yeah,
that like they keep track of the algorithm or like their content.
Right. So
they keep it up. Like you got to do this, you got to do that, you got to do this and that. I'm just like, man.
And then you lose all fun in the entire thing. Yeah, you're making money, but
it's always about the money. Ask Mikado Avocado. It's all about the money. I would sell my soul for the money.
Out of a lot of YouTubers, I feel sorry for him. Because he went from being somebody that was into fitness,
man, he was
doing shit.
He was handsome looking back when he was thinner, right?
Like he tried,
and now he's thick, and he's still kind of handsome looking. He's a thick boy. All that cushion though.
Or that girl that he's got with him.
I don't know.
That gigantic girl, where they're both like, oh fuck, this food's gonna be destroyed. You get two of them together.
Man, I would get sick of eating that amount of food.
I could no.
I'm fat, but man, I'm not YouTube fat.
It's a level.
Yeah, it's a level I can't achieve. Today we're gonna be eating 87 biscuits. This guy got paralyzed from eating 413 chicken nuggets. I'm gonna do 412. That's the limit. Oh fuck. That fucking hurt. I'm going to take a quick nap after 150 chicken nuggets. I'm going to go back and eat more chicken.
Diabetic coma.
Hello, everybody. I'm Biggie Smalls. Call me Biggie Talls.
Biggie Talls.
I'm going to eat 857 every flavor of ramen noodles in one bowl.
People have done crazy shit though.
And then that's the beginning of the video, right? And then for the rest of the video, I say nothing, and all you hear is,
oh god.
For the next, so the first is me talking really hyperactive, right? Like, welcome everybody. I'm gonna eat this entire 10-pound gummy bear. And then just the most grotesque.
It's anti-ASMR. Play it back for somebody that needs to vomit. It's the anti-ASMR. It keeps you awake because you don't want to hear it.
It fucking just haunts your ears. And it'll be in complete darkness. So you like that, don't you? They're like, what the fuck is he doing? What horrors is he committing to that food?
That was my point, though, is with Jacksepticeye. He's acting like Mr. Beast ruined YouTube. There's always been the fucking crazy ones.
Yeah, YouTube is like a huge fucking landscape. Yeah. One fucking content creator is not going to fucking just skew the algorithm to just go down the line and fuck up everyone else's.
No. Like, even the people that hated PewDiePie, he at least did random shit. Like, it wasn't only one thing all the time. Like, now he's got a kid, so...
I'm PewDiePie. I'm gonna say the N-word real quick.
Well, you see, he's been like he went from doing like game videos and all that, like meme reviews. Because what was it? Lawai is what he had for a long time. Last week and whatever, like memes and stuff. But he was doing that for a long time, and now that he's had a kid, he's posting stuff about his kid. Like,
always exploit those you have.
no, not like that though.
I know. I'm just kidding.
No, out of all YouTubers, he's probably the one, like, even though he's the biggest YouTuber before Mr. Beast, I don't have disrespect for the way he treats his kid compared to a lot of other people that do it. Because a lot of them, that's like, now cry for the camera and stupid shit like that.
If one day he doesn't say this to his son, one day, and then he looks at the YouTube channel, all this will be yours. It's like, Dad, I don't want to be. You have to be a YouTuber. It's under the PewDiePie name. So he becomes PewDiePie, right?
Yeah.
His son, and then he looks exactly like PewDiePie now, but like 40 years from now.
Yeah.
Or 20 years from now.
Yeah.
And then his son would be PewDiePie, but they never say.
It just randomly happened.
It'll just be 357 years of PewDiePie, and no one will ever question this guy's been on for 350 years, and he has not changed at all. It'll just be the same. They all come out looking exactly like Felix. Would that not be the biggest fucking mind trip?
It's like you got all these conspiracy theories. It's he's a vampire. He's been alive.
My great grandkids Grandpa, you ever heard of PewDiePie? Yeah, when I was a kid, he was what the fuck? He hasn't aged at all. What the fuck? What the fuck? I just Grandpa.
Where you think you're getting Alzheimer's?
I ruined my fucking life. For whatever reason. It fucking breaks me. I'm old.
Why isn't he aging?
He ain't changed. I'm just in a fucking loony bin. He ain't changed. He ain't changed. It's like, what's wrong with him? My son's like, what's wrong with him? Something, I don't know. Something about someone not changing. He ain't changed. You owe it to me, Felix, now.
But see, that might happen though with AI, where it's just him.
Oh, it's just an AI generation. Oh, man.
That's going to trip the fuck out of some people.
Hi, I'm Johnny Knoxville. Welcome to Jackass. Be 300 years of Johnny Knoxville.
It's all AI. So none of it's even real.
Hi, I'm Johnny Knoxville. Welcome to Jackass. We're going to be doing the Oscars this week. And it's just Johnny Knoxville hosting the Oscars.
Oh, God. Speaking of, I wish they'd bring back Ricky Gervais for that.
I don't think they... Man, when he stepped out there, he's like, all right, motherfucker. And he fucking tore that fucking building to the ground.
Yes, he did. The funniest part out of all of it is, I don't care about any of your stupid complaints. Just come up here, get your trophy, and leave.
Damn.
Because he told him that, he said, what was it? You don't care about climate change. You flew in here on your private jets.
Oh, he was honest.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Yeah.
He wasn't celebrity honest. He was honest.
No, he was honest. Honest.
That's a whole different story. They can handle celebrity honesty.
Oh, but not
They can't handle true honesty.
No, not at all. The way he went up there and did it, no.
If I walked past Tom Cruise I'm like, you can't run. He's like, what? What do you mean I can't run? He would lose his fucking mind. He would be jogging for 3 hours straight in one movie.
Just to prove you wrong.
Yeah.
I can too.
To be honest, he can run that. Man can fucking jog to save his life. At least I think he can. We don't know if he can or not.
Well, he according to Family Guy, he's super short, remember?
I'm 5'3".
Well, they made him the size of Stewie.
Holy shit. Why?
Where they made it look like he's a little man.
I always had this movie idea because of me being a crazy person.
Yeah.
Where, because I'm basically Adam Sandler without the fame or skill or talent.
Adam Sandler is only Adam Sandler in movies, so.
Exactly. I would be me in movies. But I'll do it. You know that meme where it's a Peacemaker and the other guy?
Yeah.
He's like, he does what I do. And the other guy's like, he does what I do. Because when you remember what's her name? Amanda Waller tells what the fuck was it? It was Killshot or something. Or something. It was Idris Elba was the actor. And I don't remember the character's name.
Yeah.
But she listed all this stuff that Idris Elba can do. And then he takes her. She takes him down to meet his team, and she gives him what they can do. This. Then he gets down to Peacemaker, and she tells him all this stuff he can do, and it's pretty much it's exactly the same as Idris Elba, like to the fucking word, right?
Yeah.
And Idris like, what? He does what I do, and people are like, yeah, but better. So that's what I'm like when I say like, but better. I mean, like I'm Peacemaker, and he's Idris Elba, except I'm not Peacemaker because he's kind of douchebag in the last movie. He redeemed himself in Peacemaker, but he was terrible in Suicide Squad. He was good till the last arc, the last story bit, and it was like, oh man, because he kind of turned on the team.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Well, for a movie that's so many years old now.
Yeah, spoilers. Wait, you're telling me she crushes the Wicked Witch with her house, and she takes her shoes? Spoilers.
For some people, yes, that is a spoiler.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, because everyone does an action character where it's like they just take like The Rock or someone like big and bulky.
Yeah,
and they just make them like just run trains through everybody. That came out horrific. Running trains is a sexual term. He's just running trains
through everybody.
He's just like, but he's always like big, like, and he eventually just overcomes his enemies.
Yeah. My
character, being my mental frame and my personality, it would be the main character in the story, but it would be I'd have to read basically all the mythology of trickster gods, right? So my character, being smaller, weaker, not as physically gifted as all of his opponents, always outsmarts his opponents in a very ingenious, witty way. Where he's like not fisticuffs, right?
Yeah.
He's like
so brains over brawn.
Brains over brawn, right? But more genuine.
Yeah.
Like if they catch me, they're gonna beat the shit out of me. Or but I would have to that's another thing, like I wouldn't want it to be because I wouldn't want to be like a power trip. Like the actors, they get movies, or they write a movie, and they're just like that guy in that movie, right? Like an actually humanized, realistic version of a character. Like a person that people can relate to.
Yeah.
Which is like
where there's that chance that you're gonna lose instead of,
but like an actual chance that I'm gonna lose. Like I had a great scene in my head. Don't you fucking steal this from me. Don't you listen to this and steal my fucking scene. But I'm gonna give you a scene. Because one thing that John Truby right off the bat tells you to do, he wants you to write a story that's going to change your life, and he said that's asking for a lot. But he said the only way to know how you're going to change your life is to look in yourself or within yourself. And apparently he actually said that a lot of writers don't do that. They don't look within. So he said, here's what you do. First of all, by the way, he tells you to write a premise. It's going to take you weeks to find a good movie premise. Not a couple hours or a day or two, like weeks, to take a premise like Indiana Jones fights Nazis in Antarctica for an alien artifact. That's a premise. But he says you have to go further. Like it's going to take you longer,
right,
to be able to glean something, because that premise becomes your prison. You got to write your story within the premise that you built. So you got to know that premise is the foundation from which your story is going to grow. And if it's a bad foundation, no matter how good your story, your dialogue, your characters, your premise, your stuff up here is,
if that foundation crumbles under any of it, yeah.
Yes, I'm like, bro, you're speaking my language, finally. And he said, here's what you do. However long it takes you, get yourself your wish list and your premise list. He said, write down everything you've ever wanted to see in a movie or a book, depending on what you're writing, a play, a comic book, whatever. Write down everything you've ever wanted to see. Don't worry about budget. Don't worry about this will cost too much to make or do. Don't censor yourself. Just keep going until you're fucking tapped out. And on this side, write every premise you've ever come up with. Every story idea, just write it in a neat 1-2 sentence line. Just boom, 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 boom. It could be 5, 50, 100, whatever, until you fucking tap yourself out. And then you take all of them, you put them all down, either on your wall, on the fucking bed, wherever, and you look them all over from a wide view. Like when you're focused on writing, right? But once you put them all down and you come out from your writing, and you see where there's correlations in this, that like what you enjoy basically, and what you enjoy it will pop up from that fucking from the pages, and you're like, wait, this with this with this with this would work into this, and there you go. There's your fucking fantastic movie.
Now, if only Hollywood would know this.
Don't you worry.
This.
Oh fuck, that got me. Don't you worry. I'm working on it. Hollywood, if you give me a chance to be my own actor writer, I'll be the best you've ever had. I got a fucking franchise
Well, instead of a remake of a remake of a remake of a remake.
You got no remakes out of me. You'll get fucking authentic stories.
I'm so tired of that. Because they're remaking all the Disney movies again. How many Snow White movies have they made?
Have you seen Snow White and the Seven Hoes, though? That's a masterpiece. It's basically a transvestite Snow White with 7 women. It's not. I just made that up, but that would be baller.
Now you're gonna find a new.
She just got this is basically a woman with a penis. Just goes out and just bangs 7 hoes. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome, everybody.
You just gave a new idea to Pornhub.
You're welcome. I'm just that guy. Snow White, she got some big titties, gorgeous, and then she just fucking takes her dress off and fucking dick falls out. You're like, oh, okay, this story turned.
Plot twist.
Plot twist. What am I talking about? I never ew someone's yum. I read that in a porn book. You
never what?
Ew. So you say something's disgusting to someone's sexual interest.
I do. I don't give a fuck. There's some things
if it's within, like, if it's not something like bestiality or pedophilia or stuff like that, if someone's into something like out of the ordinary.
So you don't ew every person's.
Right. So basically.
Just some people's.
I made up that story about the trans. I'm not really into like women with women.
Oh.
And like, with them having a penis. But I watch it as out of interest.
Transphobic.
I'm not transphobic.
No, you've seen those interviews that have come out where there's
transphobia?
Well, not that, but where they'll say, if you wouldn't sleep with a woman with a dick, you're transphobic.
I don't want our balls hitting each other. What? That's the logistics, man. They just be fucking clapping. Nah. I'm very like I'm conservative when it comes to like my own sexual interest.
Yes.
Doesn't mean I won't watch something that's out of my view, out of my interest, out of curiosity. I might not find it attractive or sexually arousing.
Yeah.
But I'm like, that's interesting.
Well,
back to my stuff.
Like the time you had a kick with midget porn?
Like the time I watched a woman get banged while she was stuck in a kid's playhouse. The guy's like, I guess the only way to get you out is to fuck you out of it. And I'm like, that's not really my thing, but I'll watch.
And it's not logistically intelligent, but sure.
And he pushed her up. Boom! So I guess he was right. I think one day I'll tell you what I'm into, and you'll just realize how boring it is.
I kind of figure.
But I'll tell you next week. You guys can all know sexual porn interest. It's not as it's actually fucking boring.
It's trans furry.
No, it's more like it's so mundanely simple. That's how boring it is.
Yes, but I gotta make the people think that it's something really bad.
Something fucking truly epic.
I can't really even think of anything that bad.
4-foot little people with 5-foot dicks. Like, wait, how does that work? Your dick's bigger than your body?
And a gangbang with furry transvestites.
What's a furry transvestite?
I'm just coming up with
what the fuck? I'll tell you next week. All right, my fucking movie, my scene idea. So it would be in the context of like a thriller. So it'd be like detective or like espionage or something like along those lines. Mm-hmm. So the main character, which will be me, because they're always me. I kind of weird. Like, why am I always the main character? Maybe that's just how I write. You know, maybe it's just always me. I can't write about.
Are you want to be that? You think you're the one?
I'm just the one. I'm just. I thought it was like narcissistic until I see Adam Sandler doing stuff.
Yeah, but
And he doesn't always put himself in the best of light in the movies.
yeah.
So that's that's respectful. Like he does try to tell a good story. Sometimes it doesn't come off right, or it's just like Jack and Jill. But he
And not everything can be Happy Gilmore
right.
or
But
Waterboy.
oh yeah, you remember when Bobby Boucher came to play the Bourbon Bowl? Anyway, so the main character would have to sneak into this room, and he's got to find some file or some bullshit, right? I haven't really thought it out too much. Basically, he's in the room. The lights come on. I guess it wouldn't work if you turn the lights on. They know you're in the room. So maybe you have to like reconfigure it. But it does involve a light, like some like dingy fucking ceiling lamp, and it keeps flickering, like like it's like going on and off, and then it would stay steady, then it would flicker again, steady, flicker, and as he's doing something, digging through files or whatever, and concurrent to that, an assassin that's been tailing him follows him to that room. So maybe it'd have to be his own room, and maybe he forgot to lose the tail, or the guy's just that good at tailing that he doesn't pick him up. It'd probably work better if it was his own room. So yeah, if it's his own room, he's going through some files that he found. He's gonna need to study them and then erase them or burn them or whatever. But he had to leave with them because maybe some guards were coming, so he had to keep the files on him. And he goes to the room and he's trying to do his stuff, and the light keeps flickering. And as he's doing his stuff with the files and everything, like, fuck, this doesn't work. What's this? That's weird. The assassin slowly, coming up the fucking stairs, coming down the hallway. He's at the room. He fucking slowly, doing his little lock picking or whatever. Turns the key. He's got his gun out. The door fucking opens slowly. He doesn't realize that it's an old door, so maybe it'll creak or something that the other character picks up. So it's like, just like a minute, but they're both so highly sensitive and trained.
Yeah.
What the fuck? He turns. Remember, the light's been flickering the whole time. The minute the door opens, gun goes up, the light goes out, and he just starts fucking blasting. And all you see from that scene is darkness, intermittent with fucking gunshot flash. The other character is fucking hauling ass, like, oh fuck, he's blasting from the doorway. So it's black light. So you're kind of seeing them like still motion.
Yeah.
And the other character has to escape. That's one scene. But believe me, people, I have the skill. I just don't have the means because I haven't learned the techniques. Or I've got the raw talent, I guess.
Yeah, the idea part of it.
I just don't have the fucking skills left to fucking put it on paper. But when I do, bro, it's gonna be fucking glorious. I got another one. This one is an action scene, and I don't know how it would work. So basically, you need a window and you need a wall. So the wall's here. The window's how would I put? So the wall's here, right? Like, I'm telling you, but I don't know how to explain it. So the wall's the window's like say like a house, right? Mm-hmm. And the house, you have windows in front of your house, on the edge of your front yard, the front of your house, mm-hmm. And then you have the wall going down.
So the wall is perpendicular.
Yeah, perpendicular. So the wall, there's the wall, the windows, and then it's like the edge of the wall.
Right. That runs perpendicular along the house.
Along the house, right? So you got the window against the wall that's going perpendicular. So it's basically on the edge of the wall. Mm-hmm. One guy would have to get kicked once into that wall, the perpendicular wall, not where the window is. Mm-hmm. So when you're seeing the scene, you're seeing it from facing the window, so facing the front of the house. You see the guy get kicked in the frame against the perpendicular wall, mm-hmm. right next to the window. And then that one kick knocks him back. Boom. The window fucking rattles. And then another person comes into frame and hits him with a fucking, just like a cataclysmic sidekick to the stomach. It's unbelievably powerful kick, right? Because one, he's against the wall. And two, the kick is so powerful, the fucking window bursts. Boom! He's like, oh, fuck. Then the guy be like, I bet you that first kick hurt, but I bet you that second kick fucking hurt. Just to let him know that shit, like, that's how you visually tell a person that fucking hurt.
Yeah.
That first one rattled the window, like, oh, that hurt. But when they see the window shatter as the second kick lands, they go, like, and then boom. Ladies and gentlemen, that's screenwriting 101.
Again, if Hollywood
Give me a cigarette because I just came. No, I'm still learning, but I have a lot of ideas that I put on my wish list.
Yeah, but that's what I was saying. Hollywood doesn't do that kind of stuff anymore. It's remakes of every fucking thing, and there's no new ideas about anything.
They're trying to penny pinch, though. Unless it's a guaranteed hit, right? They don't want to take chances on anything new.
Yeah, but people are getting tired of remakes too. So now it's just kind of a spiral downwards to see what can hit first. Which reminds me, did you see that god awful new podcast that came out?
Is it ours?
No. One that's actually worse than ours.
I don't know. I'm pretty bad. People think I'm a fucking pervert.
I don't think they know.
Yeah.
No, I mean, as in, okay, each of the celebrities doing the podcast have tens of millions of followers, and they've got like 1,000 people interested in the damn podcast.
I wish they had tens of followers.
But it's Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Fallon, Stephen Colbert, John Oliver, and Seth Meyers. They're doing a podcast together since the writer's strike is going on.
Oh.
And the companies still want to make money off of them, so they're making them do a podcast.
Well, that's another thing. Like, I can't write a script or anything because it would go against the writer's strike, wouldn't it? Even though I'm not part of the union.
No, okay, you write whatever the fuck you want to write.
I don't want to, step on it.
I will say right now, I don't give a fuck.
I wouldn't want to step on any of the union's toes yet.
I will.
Hey man, I'm trying to get a job.
I don't give a fuck about the writers' union.
I do.
No, if you got offered money aside from what they were doing, you'd say, okay, fuck you too.
Would I be a scab? I don't know.
I would. Hey, if there's scabs for all the delivery companies out here, I'll be a scab. Fuck them all. Like when, what was it, UPS was going to go on strike? I'll be a scab.
I bet you dollar stores think like that. That's why they don't have any fucking employees.
Yeah.
Because I work at a dollar store and we don't have any fucking employees.
Yeah.
Like, there's no, we are the scabs.
Yeah.
So you need to make sure they're all happily compensated financially. You're not going to get any more than this, Dollar Tree companies.
Whether that be Dollar Tree, Dollar General, Family Dollar.
Oh, yeah, I said Dollar Tree. I meant dollar store companies. So, yeah, Dollar Tree, Family Dollar, Dollar General, dollars, y'all. And
the 99-cent stores.
less dollars, more stuff.
Any of them.
Just $1. That's a good one.
Always say.
Once $1, always $1.
You're going to give new names to places?
Basically.
Although the one that's the cancer is Dollar General. They're literally every fucking where. You drive out into the middle of the country, anywhere, and you'll find a fucking Dollar General just in the butt crack of nowhere.
Do love me a butt crack.
Not of nowhere.
Anywhere.
That's a fat girl named Tammy.
You know the best way to give a girl a massage is like she's on her back and you straddle her right, and then you just put your dick in between her butt cheeks while you give her the massage. That way it's a nice little placeholder while you can give her like that good old massage. Don't you worry, girl, I got you. Let me knock these knots out.
And then you hear Noah.
Of course not. I got a lot of stamina. I love doing the hot dog. That's what it's called.
I know you've brought it up multiple times, so we know.
Oh yeah, that's how you can tell. That's how you tell a person's actual like. A person can only hide their real self for so long.
Yeah.
Because it seeps out eventually. Like, it's impossible for anybody to keep a facade forever.
That's true.
So you know that I like hot dogging.
That's why I don't even keep a facade to begin with. It's not worth it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't have one either. That's why. So this is what you get in private and in public.
I'm the same person regardless of where you go.
I might be more quiet in public because I'm kind of introverted. So I'm only my crazier self, my true self with like the real me still there. It's just like the dial's down,
Dulled down a little bit.
Yeah, to 1.
That's fine though.
I wouldn't be like, hey, you've ever seen Snow White and the Seven Hoes, sir?
It'd be fine.
And he's like, twice. I'm like, oh, a true connoisseur.
Instead of all those prank people, have you seen those going around too recently where you got all these people trying to prank these normal just employees? Like,
My back.
just like to leave these people alone. Like people that are like working in Target and stuff like that. Like there was one going around where it's this dude, this dude and his friend, they're buying things of bananas, right?
Uh-huh.
But the dude ate his banana and put it like just the banana peel up there.
Uh-huh.
And the lady looked at him and she's like, "Sir, can I see yours so that way I can put it on the scale?" Because you know how they have to.
Oh, they gotta count it.
Yeah, they have to weigh them to sell them.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Just can I have that one so that way I
Damn,
can do
that's
this?"
fucked up.
And he broke it in half and handed it to her.
Jesus.
It's like, bro, this lady looks like she has been there all damn day. She wants to go home.
She probably has been on there.
Right.
That's right.
She worked at Target.
Nice.
Like, bro, like, just don't fuck with people that are doing normal. Go fuck with people that don't do normal jobs.
And how about don't fuck with anybody?
That'd be smart, but also these are the same people that are getting capped. So, you know,
They get shot.
yeah, that's already happened a couple of times now. Like these people that are going into areas you shouldn't be fucking with people at, and you know the graph of fuck around and find out.
Yeah.
They're finding out.
Well, maybe they gotta find out, or else they won't stop.
See, whenever we were kids,
I had a cousin that went to jail, and he sure changed when he got out. He wasn't the same as he was, though. That's all they needed, a little bit of prison time. They'll come out right as rain.
Yeah, but this is all happening in California and New York, so they don't lock anybody up. So
Well, take them to the sewers. Send them to the subways.
with the rats,
Yeah, with the Rat King.
with Splinter,
Look what we found here.
with Master Splinter.
Another prankster. Talk about fucking Ninja Turtles. They don't have sex with Ninja Turtles. Talking about the Ninja Turtles, that first movie is just absolute gold. When first the costumes are so fucking realistic that I can't believe they can't do that now.
Yeah,
And that first movie where they go down to the sewers after an adventure and Master Splinter's been kidnapped by the Foot Clan, and Raph comes in with his fucking sides and he's like, that's probably the best fucking comic book movie I've seen in a long time. And it's played back in 1990,
yeah, it's an old movie.
like 6 years after the comic book came out in 84. Mm-hmm. And like just like the pure intensity of Raph, I was like, where is this? In
movies now?
Yeah, in super movies, I've got fucking cheeseburger bursts. But it's so compelling because it seems so honest.
Yeah.
Like whoever wrote it was like, man, I love the Ninja Turtles, and they gave them all such unique personalities, and like fucking, you got Michelangelo, like one of the fucking Foot Clan soldiers that using nunchucks, and he's like, oh, I felt a chucker, eh? He fucking tightens up his fucking bandana. He's like, oh, and he has a fucking nunchuck battle with him.
Yeah.
And like, you know, Donatello's like, you know, rubbing his fucking stick with one of those fucking pool cue little chalk things. Mm-hmm. He's like, and he fucking just knocks people out. I mean, they never hit, like Raph and Leonardo never actually hit anyone with their weapon because they would have fucking cut him in half. But like, I mean, like, man. And I found out in the second movie, they wanted to emphasize less on the weaponry. That's why they kept doing weird shit without weapons. Like fucking Michelangelo was using like rolls of fucking sausage.
Yeah, I remember
I
that.
was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And then fucking Donatello's like pretending to be like that little push clown that comes back up, and he's like, yeah. Okay, he sees the push clown, right? And he pushes it, and it comes right back up, right? He's like, yeah. I'm like, what the fuck did he just discover? Because then he starts doing the same animation as the fucking push clown. Yeah. And he's like, I'm like, what the fuck is it? The second movie tipped off way too far.
Yeah.
It's still good, but it's not one. And three is not any of them.
Well, that's what I don't like. For all the things that Marvel movies have going for them, the one thing I don't like is a lot of the characters they've almost become each other at this point. A lot of characters are acting way too similar.
They got to hit the beats and then move on.
Like even Thor, they kind of ruined Thor a little bit because they made him way too much of a comic relief character.
Yeah, it was kind of weird.
Like over time, like Thor in the comic books was never extremely comedic. He was more of a little bit of a serious or more serious character. So
But I guess they wanted to. I know they wanted to differentiate him from Captain America, and also lean into more Chris Hemsworth's personality.
which is fine.
And it worked in Ragnarok perfectly.
But then
they dialed it up to 11 in the what was the next one called? Love and Thunder.
Yeah.
And it was like way too high.
Yeah. I think they should have come back a little bit from Ragnarok.
Right, like if he's and they should have done Gore the Butcher a little bit better from what I hear.
Yeah, Gore the Butcher sucked. He sucked.
Well,
have you seen the movie yet?
No.
You still haven't seen it?
I don't have Disney Plus.
Well, don't watch it. It's not worth it.
Done.
You won't like even the part where what's her name gets Thor's powers. It's so god awful. Like
Natalie Portman?
yes,
Man, she was thick in that one. She was like buff as hell.
CGI.
Oh, what? Oh.
It's all CGI,
I was like, man,
and you can tell too in certain parts of the movie.
I love me a muscle mommy. Moving on. I told you I like it all.
But like you had,
I guess I should tell you, if you need to know exactly what I like sexually, it is the entire spectrum of the female form and psyche. It is like every shape of woman and every mental like configuration of woman. I like it all.
there's a limit. It's still hard limits.
There is no limit.
Lizzo?
The only limit is if she's like insane, if she's a bad person, like
Amber Heard.
if she's a bad person.
Ain't insane.
But like if she's interesting and she's unique and she like you know, it always starts with the face for me. If I like the face, regardless of what people like, this is a 10, this is a 5. Like it just like to me it's like there's no like number. It's like I like this face and I like this face equally. Like I like it all equal. I'm an equal opportunity fucker. I just like women.
No, you can have Lizzo. It's okay.
I like to like be intimate with as many, like the entire spectrum of womanhood.
You can have Lizzo. That's
They can have it all. They can have all this.
and you can have all that.
I want all of it. People say mean stuff. Lizzo, no, because she's a bad person. Not body type, not
Even for me, body type. Oh my god.
not body type, not none of that. It's because she's a bad person.
Just remember, beached whale is not a body type. That's a species.
She's a big girl. It's all right.
Orthopedic.
My good old Tempur-Pedic. She knows the contours of my body.
But she can never let her lay on top.
Got that. Yes, she can. Kill me. I'll see you in Valhalla. Because I'm gonna fight to the death. Either I come or I die, or both.
What about neither?
Then I'll see you in Valhalla. What do you mean not die? So I just come out broken, but no, with all the demons still in me. Like, damn, she got me. I couldn't finish.
Everything's just broke.
I'm all just broke down. Like, oh man, that was the best day of my life.
Then you wake up 2 years after a coma.
I'm like, did I come?
No.
I just
No,
wake up.
sir, you
I
did
just
not.
wake up. Did I come? Actually, sir, you came. So you're not coming is what knocked your brain out. All the demon burst in your head. I'm like, oh god. If I'm ever in a horrific accident, right? You know what my first. You know what the first thing on my ask is? Doctor. He's like, yes. I don't want to know what year it is. I don't know what I look like. Can I still fuck? That's all I want to know.
And what if it happens is no.
Then why the fuck am I still alive? You son of a bitch.
You become a quadriplegic and where you have nothing at all.
But can I still fuck, sir?
No, it's just that. If you,
Can I? Can I? If there is even the 1% chance that I can, I'm gonna. I don't care what medicine says. If there's a fucking 0.00000 to the 1.5% whatever bullshit power, so you have less than a 0% chance of fucking. So there's still a chance. That's all you're gonna hear from me.
So there's a chance. Okay.
So there's still a chance then. Okay.
But that's all I needed to hear.
They thought, yeah, that's motivation, people. Someone tells me that you got a 50% chance of walking. Like, I can't walk then. You got
a 50% chance of being able to still.
No, I can't walk. But they're like, if you got a 1% chance of fucking, so I can fuck.
And so there's a 1% chance that I can then.
Okay, that doesn't get on that business. Like, if they say I got a 99% chance of using my left arm, like, oh, so it's broken, it's fucking ruined for life. But they say I got a fucking 1% chance of fuck, so I can still fuck. That's me.
I just have to be creative.
So you're going to be blind for the rest of your life, but can I fuck? I'll just imagine what they look like. They can describe it to me.
You might not want that.
I don't mind whatever it is. I don't know. Like, so I'm so embracive of just every female body type. I don't know why. I'm just into all of it. I love it's always basically like whatever, like if you're like 89 pounds, right? Flat chested with no ass, let's get it. If you're 400 pounds with a booty the size of a fucking dump truck and like titties like up to your, like down to your knees, I'm like, let's get down to business. And everything in between. You're tall, you're short, you're this skin color.
So midgets they can even get it?
They can get it twice. She's 6'5". She can get it as high as I can get it. She can bend over a table, right? And I'll grab a fucking chair. Let's get down to business. Let's just, like, life is too short not to enjoy consensual, enjoyable sex with as many people of your sexual preference as you can, you know? As long as you come in there with the right attitude and a positive communication. Like, I want this, I want that. I don't want a long-term relationship, you know, like the hookup, the art of the hookup. Not the art of the pickup, which is just like manipulating women, but like being honest with what you want from them and what they want from you. And there you go. Enjoy it. Enjoy all of it. I'm still a virgin.
That would be fun.
All right. I guess that's it for today.
All right. Well, with that, after you learned everything that you want to know about Noi,
I will tell you everything you want to know and then some.
Oh, dear God. Well, with that, we will see you guys on the next one.
You guys can leave me comments. You can ask me any question. I'll answer it to the best of my ability.